Wow, if week 14 didn't keep you entertained, I don't know what will. However, before we get into the thick of it all, let's address the elephant in the room. Now, I know Sugar has done a hell of a job with giving this season a little gusto with his video recaps and whatnot. But for you guys to not rip Rob Knows a new one on his ability to have the lowest points by far and somehow find his way to the top of this league is criminal. I mean, if I'm able to continue this run of dumb luck and find myself a champion, I vow to take all my winnings and donate them to one lucky person who's working nights, preferably at Satin's Topless, who's trying her best to get her doctorate as an esthetician, while all the while slaving away trying to achieve her dream. Now that I got that off my chest, let's get right into the hot tots of the week. Big Dog, I hear there's some controversy this week. What's poppin' in hot tottin' world? Yeah, Sugar. Just when you think you're on top of the world and there's not a tot out there that doesn't want your cream pie. Woof. You come across a Karen who ruins your dreams. Double woof. That Karen is Mattiopolis, and when asked to do a cameo for this humble league of gentlemen, she declined and said it wasn't on brand. Now, first off, I hate people that use business jargon when describing their OnlyFans page. Second, where does she get off? We just had Annabelle Rogers on the recap. She's got 9 million viewers. Maddie couldn't carry the weight of Annabelle's bra if she tried. So after being declined, I went immediately to her IG account and gave her a piece of my mind. And then I unfollowed her ass. But before I did, I wanted to really stick it to her. Woof. So if I know chicks and I think I'm familiar with them, I know that any hot chick like Maddie who thinks she's above being a hot tot definitely has a best friend. And that best friend is definitely not as hot as she is. In fact, she probably chose her because she specifically helps boost her confidence. Well, guess what, Maddie? This week's hot tot is your bestie, Dakota Baby XX, the white trash Rapunzel of Instagram. Welcome to the club, Dakota.
Hey y'all, dark and light beer drinkers. Sire couldn't be your this week's hot tot, not being on brand and all. Yeah, don't worry about that with me. I'm not even sure what on brand means. I'm just happy to have the word hot used in a sentence when mess doesn't follow it. But as this week's hot tot, I promise you I will never turn down any of your requests. You name it, I've done it. Rusty trombones and salad tossings are my favorite. So keep me in mind and make sure to use my Cash App for 2% savings on all my socials.
Sugar, I don't know about you, but I'm shook. Tough week in hot Totsville, but you can't make omelets without breaking a few eggs. Back to you. Hey, I never turn down a busty old friend who's tagging along. She's always a trier, and they're all the same in the dark, as Big Guy once told me. With that said, let's send it out to Bad Bunny for the remaining biggest losers to finish out the season. Bad Bunny? Yeah, Sugar Baby. This week's remaining losers are some huge losers. These poor saps had a chance at a little piece of the glory, and instead, all they got was the glory hole. This week's biggest losers are Brent Shit Show and Jimmy Off the Schneid Sanchez. Brent, what the hell happened, man?
Well, I think it comes down to the time when I got roofied at a rave on New Year's and fortunately had to be carried out, all the while screaming, I'm gonna you Squally, you pig sticker.
Whoa. It should be noted that Brent was also screaming the same thing about PayPal Josh, who absolutely obliterated Brent in the duel to the death. Also, as a side note, PayPal Josh is this week's El Fuego Hombre. Congrats, Joshy. Your money is lost somewhere in PayPal's guidelines. And how about you, Jimmy? Your kids want to weigh in on this last week's game against Rob Knows?
Dad, how the hell did you lose to Rob Knows? He only scored 130 puntos, and you somehow figured out how to score less. Yeah, Dad, look at your lineup. I don't even know who half these guys are, and the ones I do know are half dead. Arr! Can't disagree with them. What they say is hurtful, but it's also on brand for me. Arr!
Well, we bid you gents farewell and hopefully better luck next season. Sugar, back to you. It should be noted that Jimmy had a chance going into Sunday evening. All he needed was for his guys to actually play football and for Rob's Dicker the Kicker to not spoil it for him. Unfortunately, the gods were not on his side, and Greg the Loophole Finder found another way to get himself a chance at some more money that we will probably take away from him. Well, first week of playoffs is here. I've got some real exciting news for the guys who made it. This year, we've got a trophy to play for. I know. What? Could this league get any better? Yeah, it could, and it will. But one step at a time, boys. So this step is the Sugar Bear Trophy, or otherwise known as Vince Lombardi Replica. It has the past 9 seasons since we were incepted as the DLBD Fantasy Football League engraved on it, and it's the tits. Winner take all, fellas. Good luck and Godspeed. Love you all. Sugar Bear out.